Alright, number 4. We have y equals negative cosine negative x plus 3. Alright, so this time this plus 3 is outside, so that's going to be a vertical shift. So they just want to know the amplitude for the first part. So let me go ahead and do all the parts. Amplitude, number out front is a negative 1. So amplitude is just 1. I don't know if they want the negative or not. We'll see. The period is 2 pi divided by b. B is negative 1. So 2 pi, I think it's the absolute value of b. I don't think they consider the period to be negative. I'm pretty sure it's like this. But it'll be 1. So the period will still be 2 pi. Okay. I'll have to go back and check. Phase shift, there's none. And then there is a vertical shift of 3 if they ask that part. So amplitude, let's see if they want the negative. It's a negative 1 out front, but it'll still be 1. I think it's absolute value. I think it's positive 1. Yep, absolute value. That's what they're showing. So amplitude, absolute value, this whatever that number is, just put the positive. Alright, so same thing for that. They just want to know the value. Period is still 2 pi because b is 1. Those are the best case scenarios. Phase shift, there is none. And now we're going to graph it. This is cosine. Let me actually make this bigger. Move this guy over. So the amplitude was 1. Period is still 2 pi. Now, that negative 1, this is where we tell it reflects. So that negative 1 is going to flip across the x-axis. Okay, so reflects across the x-axis. The negative on the x is also going to reflip it across the y-axis. So it gets reflipped across both because that negative 1, that's this negative flips across the y. This negative flips. Well, this negative flips across the x. This negative flips across the y. Inverse. So that's those two. There was no phase shift. There is a vertical translation of the positive 3 back here. This positive 3. So I'm going to change that to positive 3. All right. And then that gives us our graph.